now I'm broadcasting you. Hello, day 19 of going live for 21 days straight. Wow. First, I was saying that's going to take a while. And now I'm like, whoa, that went fast. Mhm. Hey, day 19 of 21. Whew. Uh, the first thing I wanted to start with, let's see if it works. Hi, I was wondering what is better when you're doing YouTube videos? Is it going live or actually?
Let's dive into that. Are you looking to compare the benefits of going live on YouTube versus uploading pre recorded videos? Or do you have a specific goal in mind, like growing your audience, increasing engagement, or monetizing? The best choice can depend on what you're trying to accomplish.
Okay. Eventually, when I become monetized, what I was wondering, what is better to make money? Um, that extra income on YouTube, and but I'm not interested in the super chats and things of that nature. If I was to or build my interview channel, the other one that have less than 50 followers, if I was to get back into that, I would do a partner, if I was to get monetized on that, a partnership program where people can pay and see live videos behind the scene. I'm thinking of that. But me doing this here 21-day challenge of going live for 21 days, it just made me want to um, think about asking the question, what is the benefits behind going live as opposed to making regular long-term videos?
Got it. Let's break it down in a couple of key ways. From a monetization point of view, regular pre recorded videos on YouTube often rely on ad revenue that builds up over time as people watch them. Live streams can also earn ad revenue, but they're more about immediate engagement. Things like super chats, channel memberships, and sometimes sponsors who want that live interaction. Since you're not interested in super chats, the regular videos might be more consistent for ad revenue over time, while live streams can still help you grow your community and create loyalty. In terms of benefits, live videos let you interact directly with viewers, which can build a strong sense of community and trust. Pre recorded videos give you more control over quality and can keep earning revenue long after you post them. If you're thinking about offering paid behind the scenes content, that's where a membership or subscription model, often tied to live or exclusive content, comes in. So it's really about balancing immediate engagement with long term revenue and deciding which mix fits your goals best.
Okay. And will it hurt me because I do not have a particular niche. I do not focus on just one thing. I just mainly focus on sharing and brain dumping from my experiences, my real life experiences, and how to protect oneself from certain personality behaviors that I have personally encountered in a long uh, uh, workplace area, you know?
It's totally understandable to want to share a broad range of experiences. Not having a narrow niche won't necessarily hurt you, but it may make it harder to attract people who know exactly what to expect from your channel. The flip side is that authenticity and storytelling can build a loyal audience over time, especially if viewers connect with your personal journey. You might consider framing your content around themes, like workplace wellness or personal growth, so it feels cohesive, even if you cover many aspects. In the end, consistent messaging and clear value to your viewers, whether that's advice, support, or inspiration, can help you grow and potentially monetize even without a strict niche.
Okay, I think that's it for now. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Anytime you want to chat or need help with something, just let me know. Have a great day.
You too. All right. All right. So that's what I was thinking. Going live these 21 days, I mainly wanted to do it for consistency for me. And also being able to complete something that I say I'm doing. You know, like a lot of things that I do, I never see it to the end and complete it, except the only thing I know how to do is perform in a job, a regular job that I have worked for so many years. I was able to perform um, in a splendid way and learn that, on many different aspects and perfected on many different aspects. But anything else that deals with me personally, that's something I never really felt as though I perfected and was consistent with, like writing a book or um, multiple books or um, going about the business the way and learning, and taking classes and learning about the business and getting it done and following through and things of that nature. And I'm like, things that I can beat myself up about and it becomes annoying. So that's why I typed that in to say, also I'm thinking about like I have 800 and something um followers, subscribers, but I don't have, the view thing. My channel is not all that. It's like mainly for me. It has been for me for these past few years. You know how I started it on my journey, learning how to train my brain to eat different. And then I would brain dump in the workplace if I was going, things that I have been through in the past with my past work experiences and current work experiences, dealing with bullying, dealing with personalities and how to handle certain situations in the workplace. And so that was for me to get it out of me. Like imagine me going to somebody, calling them 24 hours a day and talking about all these things, or going to a counselor, a social worker, a psychologist, mental health provider, and saying, look, this is the way I feel, and I need to talk to you right now. This is what's going on because there's always something going on in the workplace, especially if you work for a large hospital workplace environment, things of that nature, or you're in the military, um, on the military base in that type of environment, as a spouse, which I was, or family members, dealing with after combat tours and, you know, but now it's like I'm chilling. I am not working anymore. Uh, I resigned and I retired on the same day from my last job, and I'm chilling. So I'm going to continue making videos because that's something I love to do. But I wanted to ask about that as far as monetization and what is the benefits between live going live and the benefits of just making regular videos. And then also, I was looking, I watch Gary Vee a lot. I love Gary Vaynerchuk, and something came across. I think it was a short or something. How he makes 600 and something videos per day. I'm like, Lord have mercy, man. But that's it. That's like, and he's good. He's good. And there's a couple other people I watch for my motivation, and they just do videos all day long, and they have no idea, like, they don't said a word that got me out of a funk, and like, oh yeah, that's true. There's quite a few of them, and I'm glad they on my timeline because they help me so much you know but anyway, enough, just rambling on about that. But I did have something here I have wrote down, and I'm gonna create a couple of, I don't know, maybe shorts or themes, some writings over a picture or something like that. That deals with words can wound, but words can also repair, right? And for example, sometime in relationships, the problem isn't just what was said, it's what the word made somebody feel, right? So, like, if you tell somebody they was ungrateful and that word stayed with them, they'll carry it back and come back with, as throwing it to you, um over and over again by using that word that you gave them. And that was unfair to them. Regardless, even if they may be, and if you feel as though they're ungrateful, or they may feel as though you're ungrateful. I think the thing is, instead of saying you're ungrateful, you sack of crap. And I think the thing is to say, for example, you hurt me. Um, and I feel as though, I've done this, I've done that, if they telling me this, and you don't show appreciation. And so if I get offended and I attack back and say, you call me ungrateful, um, and then they start saying things that are wrong with you, that they feel are wrong with you, and then they mention, and you want to talk about ungrateful, huh? Ungrateful, you know and it's like, though, you using those words is, and I've talked about this before when we talk about ad hominem, like, trying to express something, but we can't express it, or maybe don't know how to express it, or not used to it expressing how someone make us feel. So we use those attack words, right? And so in this case, it's like, why not go to the person, or why not the person come to you and say, you know what, that kind of hurt me. That made me feel this and that way because, the way you place the shoes in the corner on the left hand side, and it should have been on the right hand side, and I placed it on the right hand side for you, and I feel I'm saying something silly, and I put it on the right hand side for you, and you didn't say thank you. All you do is fuss and cuss and yell about everything, but you never look at the things that I do to help you, or something like that, right? But and that'll hurt, and they'll come back and they'll attack you. But sometime those words that you do give, sometime, not all the time, depending on the type of person that you're dealing with, they may lash out, or it could be me. I may lash out and fuss and cuss and yell, but then I think about it and sleep on it and come back and say, I'm sorry, or how can I do this better? Right. But those that will tell you to shut up, you're always playing the victim when you try to explain that someone, that you hurt me because of this and that, and they tell you to shut up, be quiet, you're always playing the victim. Now, those are the ones that will, on a regular basis, don't listen to you or allow you to listen to them when it comes time for a decent conversation to try to work things out, is what I'm trying to say. So, but it can be useful in certain situations when people are looking to change, people are looking to work it out. And, so it's not necessarily feasible is not the word, but it's not necessary to cut everybody off without looking at what's behind it. And I'm not saying give people a pass because they've been through a lot of shit, but like giving people grace when they are taking the extra steps to see why someone would call them grateful and they lash out, or why someone would call me ungrateful is the word, ungrateful, and lash out. Like what if I'm willing to do better? Hopefully they give me grace and not cut me off and dismiss me and know that I really want to work it out. Things like that. Right. Mm, so I'll probably talk about that. Also, when I was asking AI about which is better, live or making videos, I had did that before I came out and just played it. I don't know if you hear it on the live. You should hear it from the other phone. And I was thinking maybe going forward, besides what I said, going forward is like live maybe once a week, and then taking that live and turning it into maybe detailed videos about that live or something like that, or turning videos into a live. I don't know. But anyway, so that's my spill for today. Black 666 said, huh? And he said, are you homeless, miss? Yeah, I'm eating out the garbage cans, sleeping on the benches, sleeping at the on the street. You coming to see me? Gorgeous, gorgeous Sarah Fopolis says, you're so beautiful, queen. Thank you. Drifting on says, I have not seen such a beautiful lady in recent. Please stop it. Stop it. But thank you. I appreciate it. And that is it. Oh, there's more up top. Uh Marcella Hernandez 98 says hi. Noah Neely 3357 says hi. I don't know what the arrows. It looks like YouTube arrows. What that mean? Is that meaning that to your YouTube channel? I don't know. I don't know. Uh Drifting on says, I wish you could see yourself the way I see you. I love to see myself the way I see me, but I appreciate you seeing, we all have different views and how we see one another. I'm not flirting, but you do look divine. I appreciate that. Seriously. I really do. Thank you so much. We all have our own opinion. And thank you. Sometimes, you know what? Back in the day, I used to have a hard time accepting compliments and stuff like that, and I think that's still a part of me a little bit. And I tried so much to get overcome that. But are you single? God, please make her say yes. Drifting on, yes, I am single, but I was married for 30 years. I have 3 adult children. And because I'm single, don't mean that I'm looking to be in a relationship of any type. If I was to be around anybody, it's about having fun. It's about being able to communicate and talk without, you know, interacting with the gonads. At this point in my life, it's like if you got good conversation, if you like to go out and eat and like to walk and talk or go work out or um, have conversations that I agree or disagree with you and vice versa, and we feel good around one another. That's cool, and it ain't gonna be just one person. It be multiple people. Um, you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Drifting on. And but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I think that is it. You are just the kind of lady I would love to go on a date with. All right. So because I don't date and I'm not into dating anyone. Like I said, I was married for 30 years. And I have 3 grown children. And that's it. My that part of my journey and my story is over with. And I have no desires for anything like that. I did a video like that. I don't know if you want to watch it, but if I had to be forced into a relationship, I'd go to the Golden Gate Bridge and jump because that's not my desire at all. I love the relationship I was in. We had the good, the bad, the ugly, and the nasty, but I don't choose that route anymore. I'm loving my life. I'm loving my brain. I'm loving to be able to think for myself and do for myself without all that. Drifting on, I feel unlucky, but you seem to be a sweetheart. There's no reason for you to feel unlucky. Like when you ask a woman questions like that, you don't take it as a dig to you, you know? Um, you build your confidence because you are asking, whether it's serious or sincere or not. But you build your confidence, and because someone don't imagine if every man came by and say, "You single? Yeah. All right. Come on, me and you, me and you." The next one, "You single? Yeah. All right. Come on, me and you, me and you." You know what I'm saying? And it goes on and on and on and on. Imagine that, right? Just because a woman is single don't mean, and people used to force that on people back in the day, you single, I got you. You mine. No. Um and then also don't feel unlucky when you approach, a woman and you interested in them and they turn you down. You don't take that as a dig of something bad or feeling unlucky for yourself. Be happy that you built up the courage to ask somebody that, or you built up the courage to tell somebody what you're really thinking, whether it's sincere or not. Uh, but it's nothing for you to get offended about. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm getting ready to end this live. And Drifting on. I kind of found solace in here. Oh, okay. All right. So if anytime is that's cool. If you want to talk about something or you have a topic you want to talk about together, whether we agree and we don't agree, but we can talk in a sensible manner. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Drifting on, but God bless you, dear. You're important to us. And as well, you responding, you talking, you are important here. You know what I'm saying? You important to me and you important to everybody else that see you responding and have the guts to. So thank you, drifting on. And I'm wondering if I know you. A lot of people y'all be hiding behind these profiles. Why wouldn't I respond? I like being here. Well, some people don't have the courage to respond. Some people just, it depends on the person's personality. And you have the guts, you have the boldness to respond, and then that builds confidence in other people when they see you responding, on a live like this and getting answers back, and they'll be like, "Oh, I got something to say. I want to say something. I want to respond too." And they come out of their shell if they're shy, if they're never done it before, like that. So, nah, this is the first time I'm here. Okay, drifting on. Yeah, this is the first time me seeing this name, but thank you for engaging. I appreciate you. Actually, I was just scrolling through the live section and found you. And let me tell you that you have a great vibe. Thank you, Drifted On. Um, you know, Sometimes I get what you're saying, and sometimes when I meet people like that, and you could feel the vibe. You know what I'm saying? When we walking in the street, we on the train, we on the bus, we going into an establishment, a hospital, wherever, and you could feel that vibe. It just connects with certain people, and it just makes you feel good. It's sometimes a little bit weird, but it's deep when you feel that and you find that with people. You know what I'm saying? You may not agree on everything, and you may agree on quite a bit, but when you find that vibe in people, it's good to notice that and treasure those people. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about on your outside when you meet people um, in your everyday life that cross your path. You know what I'm saying? Since you were married for 30 years, am I allowed to ask you a question at all? I mean, you can ask whatever you want. I can never tell nobody what they can say and what they cannot say. You know what I'm saying? But do know that not today. Thank you. Do know that when you ask questions to people, people have people that want to answer and answer however they answer. Just don't get offended if it's not the answer that you want. You know what I'm saying? Like people can ask what they want to ask, but then when somebody come back at them with something that they wasn't expecting, they're ready to, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, ask what you want. I can't stop you from asking anything. I can ignore you or I can respond the way I want to respond. Don't you think that after some years, marriage becomes more of an acceptance rather than a true love? Um, it all depends. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know how they say nothing lasts forever, but it all depends on the personality. what's going on, what has happened, and we can't force certain things. Like, oh, that's a good question, right? Don't you think that after some years marriage becomes more of an acceptance rather than true love? I can assure you, respected lady, I'll always graciously accept your opinions. Mm, rather than true love. It all depends. Some people, it's very rare to find, and you can find it true love. You know how you said there's a vibe, right? So that's the same within being in love, being, having a marriage and stuff like that. It's the vibe. Some people last a very long time with that beautiful vibe, where no outside in-laws or um, everyday living, or like, say, for example, being deployed in the military, or um, the way we were raised, or the actions that we decide to participate in, right? Some people survive through all that with true love. Um, and it's not just the love of a body, the gonads, the um that spark feeling you get when you about, to be intimate only. It's some true love that has been tested. And there are people that have that. Um, some make it, you know, 50 plus years, some don't, because it's like you said, it may not be true. It's just going along to get along and being comfortable because that's what you've been doing for so many years. So, but you put me on my toes today, drifting on. What's up with that? All right, I'm gonna end this live now. I usually don't last this long. Drifting on had me. I just came to know about a lady who is 46, and she was married for 25 years. She had 3 kids and everything was good. But suddenly her husband finds that she's pregnant with the child of a guy age 22. Whoa. And there you go. Those are those things where do we accept and participate in actions while we're married that is not beneficial for the marriage? Um, you know, again, personalities and behaviors. Like, everybody is not going to do that. Some people do that. And it's something that when we accept and say everything don't last forever. And then some people find marriages and love that lasts for a long time, that go through stuff, but not, and it could be stuff like that that'll bring them. You never know if that's going to survive. It depends on those 2 people and those 3 people, or 4 people with the baby. But we can't say, we're not in their situation. And yes, it sounds foul, because we know marriage is sacred and loyalty and things of that nature. But um, I can't judge. I don't know, you know. I'm actually enjoying this conversation with you. Thank you, drifting on. So am I. And thank you very much for that. I look forward to seeing you again and hearing from you. And thank you so much for being here. Um, but I do have to leave now. And again, thank you for being here. And I look forward to seeing you again. All right. And maybe we could do a Zoom call and have a little interview type deal, you know, something like that. Because you have very good questions. And it sounds like somebody is pretty good to talk to in a podcast type deal thing. It's okay. We'll definitely see each other. All right, drifting on. You take care, all right? And I'm gonna end this live on that note. Take care and be happy. You too. Peace. Have a blessed day.